Now, that'll be the downer. I went on vacation. I took a road trip with Reba this weekend.
Yeah, where'd you go?
We went to Baltimore.
Ooh.
Why do you go to Baltimore? I don't know. I guess
the Ravens games.
I mean that was sort of my thing. Like, she had pitched me going to Baltimore. She's like, "Hey, we could just go. We get a hotel on the water and just relax." I'm like, that sounds like a good bill of sale. I will go with that. But if you something happened that I posted in the Nerds Gone Rogue Facebook group. We went to a visual art museum. That was actually pretty interesting. There was a lot of very cool things, like a lot of very cool sculptures. And then in the basement, there was an exhibit about farting.
That's so funny.
And
you can go to nerdsgonerogue.com and it's the first pin to post at the top of the website.
The video on nerdsgonerogue.com is me pressing a button that makes fart noises.
It's so good.
It is the funniest thing I've ever participated in. Now, at the end of that video where you hear a man go, I'm so glad you have a sense of humor. That is the artist who did the exhibit. So we got to talk to him for a little bit, and that man is a national treasure.
Can we get him on the show?
I wish. I'm gonna shinyhappythings.com, I think, is his website.
Oh.
And I honestly thought about saying, hey, I honestly thought about going up to him and be like, "Hey, would you like to be on a podcast about video games?" Just to see what he would say. I didn't, because I'm ultimately a chicken, but whatever. What was the name of the museum, Reba?
I was going to say, you're asking right it like we know.
Hi, Reba. American Visionary Art Museum.
The real.
Arts. Okay. Oh, no. It's the American Visionary Arts Museum in Baltimore. What?
That's it, I think.
That's it. Okay, so you don't know the name. We're just guessing.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
No, that's fine. It's fine. That's fine that we're getting. Because that's what when I showed that video to people at work today, that's what I told them. So that sounds about right. Moose and Corey say hi.
Hey.
She says hey.
Hey.
Corey goes hey. Moose
hey
goes,
girl hey.
Corey goes hey girl hey. I'm done having this conversation between y'all. But the guy actually. When he said about what he said about the exhibit was, I'm like, how do you get an exhibit like this? He's like, well, I went to the I think it's museum director. He's like, I want to do an exhibit about farting, and the museum director said, you absolutely should.
Nice.
Now, from what I understand, and I might be wrong, these are actual recorded farts from actual recorded fart contest winners.
Very nice.
And it's not like 4 or 5. The amount of time I spent at that button, I never heard a repeat. And I spent way longer than 38 seconds at that button. Because if you press a button and it makes a fart noise, that's kind of my jam.
Comedy gold, they say.
Yeah, so
2 things are always funny: when somebody farts, when somebody gets hit in the nuts.
Yep, this is that's like they are certainties like death and taxes. Also, I went to we found a record store in Baltimore called the Soundgarden.
Ooh.
Which is a great name. And I picked up a record. It's actually not on my wall, but it is Otis. It is a 2-sided record. That's a dumb fucking thing. It's Otis Redding and Jimi Hendrix. It's a shared one of their performances at Monterey Pop, which is both a very awesome and important set of recordings because it brought Jimi Hendrix fame, and it basically legitimized Otis Redding as a future soul icon, and it was one of his he was already pretty legitimized like in the soul community, but this sort of like crossed him over in a very real way. And it's probably the definitive live document for both of them, in my opinion. I know Hendrix played the national anthem at Woodstock, blah, blah, blah. I actually think his Monterey Pop performance is way better. And Otis Redding had that Live in Europe album. The Monterey Pop Festival is a way better performance, in my opinion. And both of those performances are they are available on Blu-ray and DVD via the Criterion Collection. I think they're only available in the complete Monterey Pop box set, but that is a good concert film to watch.